I remember in my very early years of self-improvement, I had these big ambitious goals. I'm going to meditate every single day for 1 year straight for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Every single morning when I wake up, I'm going to gratitude journal for 1 whole year as well. I'm not going to be playing video games anymore. Not going to touch them at all. I'm not going to faff anymore. Basically breaking my old habits that ruined my life and starting to build new habits that would hopefully change my life for the better. And what do you think happened to me? What would happen is I would just stick to the habit for 1 day, 2 days, and maybe if I got lucky, the 3rd day. But by the 4th day, I would completely fall off the habit and I would not do it for the rest of the week. I would get super frustrated with myself, super confused. Why can't I stick to the habit? It's just meditating. I have to sit down and breathe for 5 minutes. Why can't I do that? What's so complicated? What am I missing out on? And by the time the next week came up, same thing would happen. 1, 2, maybe 3 days, and then completely fall off the habit once again. And this cycle continued for months and months and months on end. And no matter what I tried, I could never find what was the thing that would make this habit stick. How could I be consistent with these habits? And how can I consistently stop myself from doing the bad habits? It was a terrible cycle. I would be super motivated to stick to this habit finally, and I would say, this is the time. This time I'm not going to fail. This is the time I'm going to finally stick to the habit. And even when I'm making that promise to myself in the beginning of the week, in the back of my mind, I knew 2-3 days from now, I'm going to be in the same position I was in a couple days ago. Does that sound like you? No matter what you try, you can never get that habit to stick, and you get super frustrated. You think maybe my brain's broken, something's up. What's the secret hack that I need to learn to finally make this habit stick? I'm going to tell you the hack right now actually. Number 1, you have a bit of an ego. Not even a bit. You have a massive ego, because the thing is, a lot of these bad habits that we are trying to break, especially the really bad ones, we have been building them up for years, literal decades, some of us. And you expect to beat that addiction in a couple days? A couple weeks? A couple months? No, bro. It takes years and years of work to break these habits. Some of us will be quicker. Some of us it will take longer. Maybe you can do it in a couple months. Maybe another guy, it's going to take him a couple years. But you need to stretch your time horizon on how I'm going to break these bad habits. The thing is, you want to hike up a mountain when you get gassed out walking a flight of stairs. You're trying to bench 100 when you can barely lift the bar. You gotta have that humility that I am gonna fail. There are gonna be periods where I am consistent for a couple months, then for the next month I'm gonna completely fall off the habit, and I'm gonna pop on it for a couple weeks, and then I'm gonna completely fall off it again. And when I'm starting off, there are gonna be days where I can't stick to it no matter how hard I try, and I can only do it for a couple days every week. You have to have that humility that, yeah, I'm gonna suck in the beginning, that even though I feel guilty, I skipped my gym session today because it was legs and I didn't feel like it, and I'd rather just stay home and play video games all day. You gotta have the humility that, yeah, I was gonna sit down and do some homework, but instead I was watching YouTube videos all day. You gotta have the humility in the beginning. You gotta give yourself permission to suck. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Why are you in such a rush to fix your life? It's gonna take time, so may as well do it properly. Because you've been trying to do that right now, haven't you? You've been trying to fix your problems immediately, but you still can't be consistent. So you may as well treat this as a marathon and take it slow and steady, and just get the results anyway, instead of trying to be super focused on right now on the results and never getting them. You get what I'm saying? That's good and all, ego, but how do you actually make the habit stick besides ego? What's some actions that I can take to actually make my habit stick? I have tried every single hack under the sun you can think of. Habit trackers, accountability partners, those are pretty good, I can't lie. They're pretty good. If you can do that, do that. But the one thing that has consistently worked, this is funny, consistently worked in making me consistent, that's a tongue twister, is simply doing the habit every single day, no matter what. It's crazy, right? I know. You gotta do the habit every single day to be consistent. So if you want to be consistent, you just do the habit every single day. Wow, no duh, right? No shit, bro. If you want to be consistent in the habit, you do it every single day. Wow. But listen to me. See, the thing is, this is from my experience. This is all I'm talking about, my experience. I have found that a lot of people, and a lot of the times, you don't have to invest a whole lot of time to make a habit consistent. What's more important is showing up every single day. Especially in the beginning, the amount of time that you put in is not super relevant. Like, for example, I love to draw and I wanted to get consistent in drawing. This is my 4th sketchbook. And I said to myself, every single day, I'm going to draw for 30 minutes. It doesn't matter what my schedule is. Doesn't matter how busy I am or how lazy I feel, how happy, how motivated, how sad, how depressed I am. I'm going to draw every single day for 30 minutes. And a lot of the days I drew more than 30 minutes. I drew for 2 hours sometimes. I would draw for so long and I would be having so much fun. I looked at the time, it's already midnight. I forgot to eat dinner and my stomach's rumbling, but I didn't even notice my stomach's rumbling because I'm having so much fun drawing. And then there'll be other days where I literally have no time whatsoever, but I gotta shut up, sit down, do my 30 minutes. I would have a stopwatch on. As soon as 30 minutes is up, the second it's done, I'd get out, head out the house because I had something to do that day. And I got consistent, really consistent. This is my 4th sketchbook. I've only been drawing for like 2 years. That seems pretty small actually. I feel like I should have more sketchbooks. But you get what I'm laying down here, don't you? Especially in the beginning, don't focus on the amount of time you're doing the habit. Just focus on doing it in the first place. For example, if you're going to the gym and you really can't make it stick, tell yourself, at least 30 minutes, I'm going to go to the gym. Sure, on the times that you have more free time, you can do a full 1 hour 30 leg day, fine. But on the days that you don't have a lot of time, you do a 30-minute arm workout. What do you think would be more beneficial? Doing a 30-minute workout every single day for 6 days a week? Or doing 2 to 3 1-hour workouts every single week? The 30-minute ones, because you're doing it every single day. It's consistency. Imagine you do 1 hour meditation once a week versus you do 7 5-minute meditations every single week. The 5-minute meditations 7 times a week would be so much better because you're doing it more often. And that's the key that I had been missing my whole life. That's why I could never go to the gym consistently. That's why I could never stop playing video games. That's why I couldn't meditate no matter how much I wanted to. That's how you build discipline. That's how you build consistency. You do the thing, you do the habit, and you reinforce it by doing it every single day. Of course, if I drew for 1 hour versus 30 minutes, the 1 hour I'd gain more skill. If I did a 1 hour 30-minute workout versus a 30-minute workout, I would gain more muscle most likely in the 1 hour 30-minute workout. But that's not the problem here. We're trying to optimize a 1 hour 30-minute workout when, oh yeah, I'm going to do my Bulgarian arm curls like Jeff Nippert says, and you're still in your bed. It's 12 p.m. You're still in your bed doom scrolling on Instagram. That's not the problem here. You need to get your ass to the gym in the first place. And then you can optimize. You want to build a mountain with small pebbles. You chip in every single day. You add another pebble. You add another pebble. You add a 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour 30, another 30 minutes. And then you keep on stacking the pebbles. All of a sudden you have a big mountain that you can call that you're disciplined finally. And boom, you made yourself consistent. It was that simple. Just doing the thing, showing up every single day, no matter what. The time doesn't matter. It's just you showing up. That's all that matters.